make sure we got everybody up here. Okay. Good morning. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. I'm Stephen Reed, Mayor of the City of Montgomery. It's a pleasure to be here talking with such a great group of community leaders and those who help us year-round celebrate all that Montgomery has to offer. Coming up on December 1st, we commemorate the actions that Ms. Rosa Parks took that altered the trajectory of our nation by refusing to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus to a white passenger. Her arrest that day for the violation of city law requiring racial segregation on public buses was a defining moment for not only Montgomery, but the world itself. Sparked by her arrest, the 382-day boycott of the Montgomery bus system spanned from December 5th, 1955 to December 20th, 1956, and ended with the United States Supreme Court ruling that segregation on public buses is unconstitutional. The boycott was a pivotal moment, a victory that also fully and finally demonstrated not only the commitment and the courage, but also the economic power of the Black community in Montgomery, Alabama at that time. And so 67 years from that day, the sacrifices of those who participated in the boycott, both young and old, walking miles each day through the cold winters and through the hot summers, even coming up with innovative ride programs to ensure that people got to work and school and appointments on time, should not be lost on any of us. And it should not be lost on those who have benefited from those sacrifices. And what we have tried to do under this administration is to be more supportive and be more cohesive in our approach to commemorating why we are known around the country and around the world as the birthplace of the civil rights movement. And with me, we have several other partners of organizations that will be participating in this process of how we bring recognition and attention, but also how we take those actions of everyday men, women, and children and apply them to what we're doing each and every day right here in Montgomery. Special events and commemorative activities for the bus boycott will take place in our city from December 1st through December 5th. And this celebration serves as a reminder of the importance of freedom, justice, and equity for all. And it should also remind us again of those sacrifices that sometimes have to be made and the good trouble that's often necessary for change. It also reminds us that the actions of a few can and have changed the world. And so I'll pause right here because I want our partners to introduce themselves, to share what organization they represent, and to also tell you just a brief little snippet about what they will be doing in that time. And we have with us, and we will just kind of go from left to right, Pastor Willie McClung from Holt Street Baptist Church. We also have Ms. Donna Beisel, Interim Director of Troy University's Rosa Parks Museum, Ms. Doris Crenshaw, Founder and Director of the Southern Youth Leadership Development Institute, and we also have with us Ms. Gladys Tanner, Acting President and CEO of the Montgomery Housing Authority, Reverend Freeman Ray, First Baptist Church on Ripley Street, and I feel like Ashley Jernigan is also here representing the Chamber of Commerce, and we have Ms. Val Bright, who is here representing St. Paul AME Church in place of Dr. Agnes Lover. So, Dr. McClung, I'll ask if you will start us off, and we'll proceed from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Let me just welcome the city of Montgomery back to the original site. And on December the 5th, 1955, we opened the doors for the Montgomery Bus Boycott to be launched from 903 South Holt Street. We have since that time built a memorial to Holt Street, which is called Holt Street Memorial Baptist Church, where we worship presently, but we are now opening the doors again for the bus boycott to be memorialized and for the future of the people in the nation to come and visit the Holt Street Baptist Church. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I am Donna Beisel with the Rosa Parks Museum, and Mrs. Parks was arrested right outside our front door, and so we are happy and honored to be commemorating her brave act as well as the countless other men and women of the bus boycott. On December 1st, we will have free admission for the museum all day. We will have arts and crafts for kids. At noon, there will be an author talk with H.H. Leonards, who wrote the book Rosa Parks Beyond the Bus. All of these are free and open to the public. And then we'll have free admission the 1st through the 5th. Thank you all.
I'm Doris Crenshaw, CEO and founder of the Southern Youth Leadership Development Institute. On December 1st, I think maybe for the first time, we will be honoring people from Montgomery who have been active in this thing we call the movement, often overlooked, when we will be sharing from the Rosa Parks apartment, where I got my start as youth council, conversations with leaders from the movement and myself. On December 2nd, we will host the Montgomery premiere of The Rebellious Life of Rosa Parks. In attendance with us there will be the producer of that documentary and the author of the book, Rebellious Life. Honoring that day will be Miss Mavis Staples and Miss Monique Linder. On December 3rd, we will have the Rosa Parks Gala, where we will be honoring outstanding and extraordinary women from Alabama. Among those would be Miss Vicki Hallop, who's president of Occidental Oil, Miss Alexa Borden, Senior Vice President of Alabama Power, Latasha Brown, and a host of others. I shouldn't go through all of that. This will be a ticketed event, but we want to celebrate our movement, Montgomery, and give it the status that it deserves. A lot of people around the country try to claim to be the birthplace of this civil rights movement, but we are it, and we want to raise the standards and raise our city to the point of its contribution to history.
Good morning, and thank you, Mayor, for hosting this press conference today. My name is Val Bright, and I represent St. Paul AME Church in lieu of our pastor, Reverend Dr. Agnes Lover, who couldn't be here today. But Rosa Parks was a member of our church, so that's her home church. This is our 5th anniversary of the Rosa Parks Day annual celebrations, and we start off at 5:30 on December 1, which is Thursday of next week, with our Unity Walk. And we invite all members of the family, the Montgomery community, children, parents, school teachers, military, everybody to come out, because that's what it is. It's showing a unified effort to celebrate our history. And then at 7:00 p.m. on Thursday, that same day, we're going to host our public convocation. And our guest speaker for that evening is none other than the best of best in terms of social activism, is Brian Stevenson. So we're asking everybody to come out. It's a family affair. Join us. Everything is free, open to the public. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. I'm Glennis Tanner with Montgomery Housing Authority. I am acting president and CEO. We have the distinct privilege of offering free tours to the home site of Miss Rosa Parks during the boycott, Montgomery boycott. Our tours will begin on December 1st and run through December 5th. We look forward to touring the sites with our people here in Montgomery and from other states and other countries. It's a free tour, and we're always open to the public by appointments. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Ashley Jernigan, tourism consultant for Experience Montgomery. I really wanted to come and make up for some of the folks and let you know all the other events that we have going on that you may not hear today. So on December 1st, we have the Georgia Gilmore Food Giveaway. This is our third giveaway. That is at the Beacon Center with Pastor Richard Williams of Metropolitan Church. And then after that, we also have a scavenger hunt. Now, this scavenger hunt is all the sites that we have related to the civil rights movement. So if you're looking to know about that, if you're looking to take someone, you have this week off and you want to learn more about the city, learn more about civil rights and how, as Ms. Crenshaw said, we are truly the birthplace of the civil rights movement. You can go to mgmbusboycott.com under the sites page and learn about all of these locations, visit these locations, and hopefully take your family and friends while they're here visiting. We also are going to have multiple other events that we're excited about during this time. The key here, though, is that you're able to visit mgmbusboycott.com as well as the Facebook page, MGM Bus Boycott Celebration, to get a full listing of everything that we have going on.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Reverend Freeman Ray, Historic First Baptist Church, 347 Ripley Street, also known as the Brick a Day Church. Obviously, our church played a very pivotal role in the Montgomery Bus Boycott as well as the civil rights movement, being one of the many churches that housed meetings. But I am here as a part of this week and excited to be a part of this week. We'll be joining in with Pastor McClung at Holt Street on December 5th for the annual celebration of the bus boycott, and I'll be helping to introduce our speaker that evening. Thank you.
Again, we want to thank everyone who's been leading this commemoration for many years, and we're excited to have all of these organizations and their leadership and their members working together, and we know there are many charitable activities that are also taking place as well. And so this is not just kind of come watch and listen, but it's also an opportunity for people to get involved in the spirit of which the bus boycott came about and continue to not only change Montgomery, but our nation and beyond. So with that said, I will conclude this briefing just by throwing it open back to you. If you have any questions for myself or any of the other leaders, you may do so at this time. Yes. Well, I think that there's something for everybody. Everyone is invited. It doesn't matter your color, doesn't matter your race or your creed. This is for everyone to learn more about this struggle and more about what really makes Montgomery a special place. And I think it's important for us to renew the commitment that so many men, women, and children showed over those 382 days many decades ago. So we really want people to find whatever their niche may be. There are several days of activities. There are several opportunities. We want to invite our military personnel in particular to come out as well. Many of them are not from the city, but they live here now. So we want to make sure that they feel welcome. And even those who think they know a little bit about the boycott, sometimes when you're around these folks, you learn that some of the things you were told aren't quite true, or maybe just a little bit off. And so there's always something that we can learn, I think something that we can take away, and more importantly, things that we can implement ourselves in terms of how we continue to bring about the type of equality and equity that we want to see in our society. Anything else? All right, well, y'all did a great job. I got to bring y'all with me next time. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great day.